This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Taking a shot on the first play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down's coming. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
This is a designed run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On the clock. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man, it's Bennett. Oh, out of space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks the tackle. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Calls his own number. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because...
And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a 20. He's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown!
harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The quick out. Across the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Clemson set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And then one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, and a Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Green. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes it on the run. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Pass takes him still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Green. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Finds his tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the right. Got his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. On the move is the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He turns that loose down the right side. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Cole. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Makes guys miss. That's what he does as he's out to the 20.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will give them the lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the running back. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The give. Makes his man miss. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got his man, makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
On the run, deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Turning it on! We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Got a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking for a deep man. He's got it. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He tries to take the top off. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third down, going up top. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Moore. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit.
Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll try to power it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Oh, they're after him. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
LSU right back to the line. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are